Welcome back to Drive X. You know, whenever Jeep announces a new Cherokee, the excitement is real, because this SUV has always been about combining everyday comfort with that adventurous Jeep spirit. And now, with the upcoming 2026 Jeep Cherokee, things are looking even more exciting. This isn't just a small facelift or a minor update, it feels like Jeep is really pushing the Cherokee into a new era. The first thing you notice, of course, is the design. Jeep has given the Cherokee a much bolder, sleeker look. The classic 7-slot grille is still there, because, let's be honest, that's Jeep's DNA, but the way it's integrated now feels sharper, more modern. The headlights are slimmer, the body lines are more sculpted, and overall, it looks less boxy than before. It's still rugged, still recognizable as a Cherokee, but now it has that futuristic edge that really stands out on the road. And the proportions feel just right. Not too big, not too small, the perfect balance for someone who wants an SUV that works in the city but still looks tough enough for an off-road weekend. Now, let's talk about what's under the hood. One of the big stories with the 2026 Cherokee is that Jeep is leaning into hybrid technology. We're expecting a plug-in hybrid setup, which is a smart move. It gives you that instant electric torque for quick acceleration, better fuel economy for daily drives, and still keeps enough power when you want to head out on the trails. Jeep's already proven with the Wrangler 4Z that a hybrid Jeep can be both fun and capable, so seeing that DNA trickle down into the Cherokee is really exciting. And if you're someone who worries about losing the traditional Jeep toughness with a hybrid engine, don't. This thing is still being designed with off-road adventures in mind. Speaking of off-road, this is where Jeep always makes sure to separate itself from the pack. The 2026 Cherokee is expected to come with updated versions of their off-road systems, things like terrain management modes, improved ground clearance, and of course, all-wheel drive options. The Trailhawk trim, which has always been the go-to for serious off-roaders, is rumored to be even more capable this time around, with beefier tires and suspension tweaks. So whether you're just dealing with snow in the suburbs or actually heading out onto dirt trails, the Cherokee is still going to have that go anywhere confidence. Step inside, and honestly, this might be where people feel the biggest change. Jeep has really stepped up its interior game lately, and the 2026 Cherokee looks like it'll continue that trend. The cabin feels more upscale now, with better materials, larger digital displays, and a cleaner overall design. You'll probably get a fully digital gauge cluster, a big central touchscreen with Jeep's latest Uconnect system, and more driver assist features than ever before. The seats look more supportive, the space feels more open, and little touches like ambient lighting and upgraded sound systems really bring it up to a premium level. It's the kind of interior where you can take your family on a road trip and everyone feels comfortable, but you also wouldn't mind showing it off when you pull into the city. Of course, people are going to ask, how does this new Cherokee compare to the old ones? Well, if you remember, the previous generation was sometimes criticized for looking a bit awkward and not feeling as modern as the competition. Jeep has clearly listened. The 2026 model feels more refined, more confident, and more in line with what SUV buyers want today. It's not just about being rugged anymore, it's about blending the toughness with everyday usability and a bit of style. So in many ways, it feels like Jeep is correcting the course herein. Delivering a Cherokee that's both true to its roots and ready for the future. And let's not forget pricing. Jeep hasn't officially confirmed numbers yet, but the expectation is that the base model will start somewhere in the low to mid $30,000 range, with higher trims, especially the plug-in hybrid and the Trailhawk, climbing closer to the $40,000s or even $50,000s. Honestly, that's pretty competitive for what you're getting, especially considering the mix of technology, comfort, and capability. So, here's the big takeaway. The 2026 Jeep Cherokee isn't just a refresh, it feels like a statement. It says Jeep is ready to evolve, ready to embrace hybrid power, but without losing what makes a Jeep a Jeep. It's stylish, it's smarter inside, and it's still built to handle the road less traveled. If you've been a fan of the Cherokee in the past, or even if you weren't sure about the last generation, this one is definitely worth keeping an eye on. And I don't know about you, but I can't wait to see these hit the streets and the trails, to really find out how much fun they are to drive. The 2026 Cherokee feels like it could be that perfect middle ground between everyday SUV and true adventure machine, and that's exactly what makes it so exciting. So what do you think? Would you go for the new Cherokee, especially with that hybrid option, or would you stick with one of Jeep's other models? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I'd love to hear how people are feeling about Jeep's new direction.